For my element, I was assigned nickel, the 28th element on the periodic table. Here are some quick facts about nickel. Nickel on the periodic table is located in Group 10, Period 4, and Block D. Nickel is classified as a transition metal. Nickel is closely related to iron, cobalt, copper, and zinc. Nickel has an electron configuration of Ar3d8-4s2. Nickel also has an atomic number of 28 and an atomic mass of 58.693. Nickel has 28 protons and 28 electrons, as well as 31 neutrons. Nickel has a melting point of 1,455 degrees Celsius, a boiling point of 2,913 degrees Celsius, and at 20 degrees Celsius, nickel is in a solid state. Nickel was discovered by Axel Fredrik Cronstedt in 1751. Axel Fredrik Cronstedt was born December 1722 and died August 1765. He was a Swedish mineralogist and chemist who discovered nickel as a mining expert with the Bureau of Mines. Cronstedt was a pupil of Georg Brandt, who discovered cobalt, the 27th element. Cronstedt also discovered scheelite in 1751, and in 1753, Cronstedt was added to the Royal Swedish Academy of Science. Axel Fredrik Cronstedt first named the mineral Kupfernickel, which means devil's copper. Cronstedt later named the mineral nickel in 1754. The properties of nickel. Nickel is a silvery white metal that is solid and a fairly good conductor of heat and electricity. It can be beaten into extremely thin sheets, and it's capable of being shaped or bent. It exhibits a shine or glow and is harder than iron, although nickel is easily magnetized. Nickel is also highly resistant to rusting and corrosion, and nickel as a metal does not react with air under ambient conditions, but in finely dispersed state nickel ignites spontaneously in the air. Nickel's alloys are stainless steel and copper-nickel alloy tubing, and its compounds are used for electroplating and to make nickel alloys. Because of nickel's heat and corrosion resistance, it has many uses, such as plating other metals to protect them from corrosion. It is also used in making alloys such as stainless steel. There are many alloys of nickel, such as nichrome, which is an alloy with nickel, chromium, and small amounts of silicon, manganese, and iron that is used in toasters and electric ovens because it resists corrosion even when red hot. Copper-nickel is an alloy commonly used in desalination plants, which convert seawater into fresh water. Nickel is also used in many types of batteries, such as nickel-cadmium and nickel-metal hybrid batteries, which are used to power hybrid cars. Nickel also makes up 25% of all nickels in the United States. Right now, the top 3 producers of nickel are Russia, Indonesia, and Philippines, and the top 3 reserve holders are Australia, New Caledonia, and Brazil. Nickel's biological role is unknown, although it can sometimes affect the growth of plants and has been shown to be essential to specific species. Some nickel compounds can cause cancer if dust is inhaled. People can also be allergic to nickel. Nickel can be extracted from minerals such as pentlandite, which is an iron-nickel sulfide. Nickel is also found in other minerals like garnierite. Lots of nickel is from meteorites that land on the Earth. The Sudbury Basin, also known as the Sudbury Nickel Eruptive, is one of the biggest and oldest known meteorite strikes on Earth. It landed 1.849 billion years ago in the Paleoproterozoic era, and supplies for 15% of the world's nickel production. Atomic radius is half of the distance between 2 unbonded atoms of the same element when the electrostatic forces are balanced. Nickel's atomic radius is 163 pm. Covalent radius is half of the distance between 2 atoms within a single covalent bond. Nickel's covalent radius is 1.17. Electron affinity is the energy released when an electron is added to the neutral atom and a negative ion is formed. The electron affinity of nickel is 111.539. Electronegativity is the tendency of an atom to attract electrons toward itself, expressed on a relative scale. Nickel's electronegativity measured on the Pauling scale is 1.91. Nickel's common oxidation states are 3, 2, and 0. Nickel has 5 main isotopes, the most common being 58Ni with an atomic mass of 57.935 and a natural abundance percentage of 68.077. The other 4 isotopes are 60Ni with an atomic mass of 60 and a natural abundance percentage of 26.223, 61Ni with an atomic mass of 61 and a natural abundance percentage of 1.1399, 62Ni with an atomic mass of 62 and a natural abundance percentage of 3.6346, and 64Ni with an atomic weight of 64 and a natural abundance percentage of 0.9255. Nickel does not seem to be running out anytime soon. The production is high and there are lots of reserves, and there is not too much demand for nickel at the moment. Thank you.